Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. I'm a little on the low side of voice today, but I still want to do this movie review of Despicable Me 3. I believe it came out last year, 2017, and features the voices of Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, and has the same old characters, the Minions. Has the daughters, little grown up, but it looks like the older daughter, whoever did the graphics on her, did quite well. Looks like she's a little bit more grown up. And this introduces Drool, the twin brother that Groot never knew he had, and kind of gets into the story of trying to connect them, plus giving them something to do, plus has a reason for him and Kristen Wiig's character to lose their job and trying to regain their job, and if they want to be villains or good. And there's a lot to this movie. That's the first thing I will point out, is that children watching this are not going to be completely involved, because there's a lot having to do with evil versus good, and if people want to be evil or if they are good. And it's like every other children's movie in the world, almost, probably 90% at least, the characters are not this hard to figure out. And I just don't know if the kids are going to be that involved. Obviously, they know and love the Minions, and they have a lot of things that are funny along the way. Probably not needed, because this movie is totally about Groot and his struggle of things and his life and stuff like that. So I'm just going to say that I don't think the Minions were really needed. If they weren't in this movie, obviously that couldn't have happened, but the parts that they have are not that necessary. So I would say that the movie itself, I always, when I sit down watching a children's movie, want to know if it's appropriate for kids, and I kind of keep a count of jokes that are not appropriate. And I kind of lost count after 5, and so there are things here and there that I know kids laugh at it, but that doesn't mean that it's right to be in this movie. And so I know Despicable Me movies do that along the way. I kind of remember number 2 and 1 was, such a revolutionary thing. And the Minions had their own movie. All the jokes that are made are pretty much not appropriate, but the kids are loving them. This franchise has been successful, and I wouldn't count on this being the last movie ever made. They can bounce it off somewhere. If they made the Minions movie, they can make Minions 2, I guess. So I just would caution you to know what is coming. It's a very serious movie. It's a little slow in that department. It's almost like too dark and serious, and has a plot that kids aren't going to catch on. There's some words thrown around that I didn't even know what they were, and mostly it's funny, and they have dance battles and everything, blah blah blah. They're trying to catch the bad guy, but it's a little bit more on the, maybe kids need to be towards the age of 7 to 14 that would like this movie, that would understand this movie, that would get anything out of this movie. So take it for what it is. But like I said, the jokes are just not appropriate for younger children, probably under the age of 7. They don't need to be knowing about things that they don't need to be knowing about until they're older. So that's just my advice for you. I like watching children's movies, and I like being entertained by them and laughing at them. And I did laugh at this movie. I thought it was very creative. The features and the cartoon work and everything was great. I thought the voices were a little off, but this, again, is their third movie being this character, and maybe they're just kind of relaxed in it. So other than that, there's just a couple things sitting down, like kids not getting their hopes up too high, being told no. Those are some serious subjects kind of thrown out there. So just be careful. I'm hoping most people who watch this are parents. just be careful with your kids if they're going to watch this, and know what's coming and know you might have some things to answer. So, my name's Danny. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies, guys. Thanks for watching.